I'm Patty St. George. I am the KPMG, what we call the Department of the Air Force account lead. So I'm responsible for all things Space Force, Air Force for KPMG as a company. So we are really thrilled to be partnering with NSSA and really welcoming you to this National Security Space and U.S. Space Force Workforce Development and Culture event. And as I just wanted to give a little bit of background, we are co-hosting this event today with NSSA. As you know, we are really excited for the program and the distinguished speakers that we're going to be featuring here today. And, as a firm, we recently celebrated our 125th anniversary. So, as I stand here today and I think about the Guardian culture and identity and, how those intersect with really your space warfighting mindset, it's kind of amazing to think about how much innovation and progress has happened over the last century. And then certainly, in the past few years with the establishment of the U.S. Space Force as the sixth and newest U.S. military service. Now, we're often thought as a Big Four accounting firm, which we are often thought as accountants, but we do have a large consulting business. And so we have done some work with Space Force, and we certainly do a lot of work with Air Force, and appreciate the challenges that you have ahead of you and the kinds of different things that you need to tackle. The topic of workforce development and Guardian culture are really front and center to what really the National Space Council and Space Force has been tackling, as you know, for the last couple of years. I know it's been an active conversation, and it is an active effort that all folks are, really working hard to try to solve and put the right elements in place. Today, in addition to the excellent government speakers that we have some of our teaming partners and other luminaries, and even some commercial folks who are working in the space to showcase really a blended delivery strategy as to how, we architect and support implementation of various programs. And so without further ado, I will now pass the program over to Mandy Vaughn from NSSA, and she is going to lead us into the next phase and the keynotes. So thank you.
Thank you. No, thank you very much. And first, a huge thank you to Patty and the KPMG team for hosting us today. The facility is awesome. So thank you very much for the organization and supporting NSSA today. So it's much appreciated. Thank you for hosting, and thank you to all the guests and attendees. We appreciate your support and hospitality. And so the speakers and the moderators that we've compiled for today, the goal for today is to initiate a more public conversation about the most important thing that is a common linkage through the National Security Space mission, and that's our people. So the creation of the Space Force is a unique opportunity and a unique need to highlight the urgent needs of talent identification, recruiting, retention, and retention, but not just for the uniformed service, but for the national security space community as a whole. So the NSSA, what we do there, our unique mission is being that linkage across the facets of that national security space community that comprise all of it. It's the U.S. government composition, it's our industry partners and academia to make sure that we're building the most robust ecosystem for all of these organizations. And we're also trying to make sure that we can have a community, whether you put on a uniform or not, or join the contractor base. How can we address emerging threats, eliminate potential strategic surprise, and build a driven, successful, vibrant community of space professionals?